The next version of Starship is arriving with a monster strapped to its tail. Raptor 3, a piece of engineering so refined and futuristic that at first glance it looks more like science fiction than a real engine. It represents the latest evolution in SpaceX's pursuit of propulsion perfection. Sleeker, more powerful, more efficient, and dramatically more cost-effective than anything they've built before. But here's the twist. SpaceX isn't even close to finished. Behind closed doors, long before Raptor 3 has finished stretching its legs, Elon Musk and the propulsion team are already sketching, simulating, and refining the next leap forward, Raptor 4. And that leads to the obvious question, how do you top an engine that already bends the limits of physics? To understand that answer, and why Musk says the next generation propulsion system will make even Raptor 3 look tame, we need to rewind the clock and revisit a pivotal moment from 2019. In 2019, Elon Musk publicly voiced a surprising concern regarding the Raptor program. Even though Raptor was already one of the most advanced rocket engines ever built, Musk cautioned that the earlier Merlin engine, simple, rugged, and nearly indestructible, still held world records for thrust to weight and thrust to cost, two of the most critical performance metrics for a reusable launch system. Musk wrote, SpaceX Merlin architecture is simpler than stage combustion, SSME or RD, but it has world record for thrust weight and thrust cost engine. Raptor has better ISP, but I'm worried it may fall short on those two critical metrics. To really appreciate what he meant, you have to understand the design philosophy behind the Merlin engine and how radically different it is from the high-performance Raptor family. Merlin was built on a brutally practical idea: keep it simple, keep it light, keep it cheap, and keep it working. Its gas generator cycle burns a small amount of fuel and oxidizer in a pre-burner to spin the turbopumps, then just vents the exhaust overboard. Does it waste energy? Sure. Does that matter when the engine becomes lighter, easier to build, easier to inspect, and dramatically more reliable? Absolutely not. And in practice, Merlin became a legend: world record thrust-to-weight ratio, world record thrust-to-cost, mass-produced at unprecedented scale, ultra-reliable, and deeply flight-proven. The genius of Merlin wasn't complexity, it was restraint. Then came Raptor. If Merlin is a masterclass in simplicity, Raptor is a doctorate in rocket engine wizardry. Raptor uses a full-flow staged combustion cycle, the most efficient engine architecture humans have ever deployed. Every drop of fuel and oxidizer is pushed through two pre-burners, one fuel-rich and one oxidizer-rich, before converging inside the main combustion chamber. This extracts nearly every ounce of performance and gives Raptor its hallmark, a significantly higher specific impulse, or ISP, than Merlin. But with that efficiency comes a cost far higher chamber pressures, more aggressive operating temperatures, more complex plumbing, much more demanding materials, and, significantly more manufacturing difficulty. No wonder Musk worried Raptor might never match Merlin in the two realms where Merlin reigns supreme: thrust to weight and thrust to cost. At least that was the fear until now. So, in a recent update on X, Musk revealed a stunning transformation in Raptor's trajectory. Raptor 3 will probably be 2 to 4 times better than Merlin in ton of thrust, and will exceed Merlin in thrust-to-weight ratio. And, read that again? 2 to 4 times cheaper per ton of thrust than Merlin, plus higher thrust to weight than the world record-holding Merlin 1D. Raptor 3 didn't just catch up, it actually blew past Merlin while still being far more efficient. And that brings us to the truly mind-bending part, which is Raptor 4. According to Musk, Raptor 4 aims to be 10 times cheaper per ton of thrust than Merlin, even lighter than Raptor 3 with higher specific impulse, a higher thrust-to-weight ratio, and higher chamber pressure than Raptor 3's 350 bar. Let that sink in. SpaceX is targeting an engine that's 10 times cheaper per unit of thrust than the engine that already revolutionized the launch industry. These goals aren't incremental, they're transformative, exactly what's required for Musk's larger plan: mass-produced, rapidly reusable starships launching in fleets, transporting cargo and eventually people across the solar system. So, here's how the Raptor line has evolved so far. Raptor 1 came in at about 2,000 kilograms, while Raptor 2 dropped down to around 1,600 kilograms. Looking ahead, Raptor 4 is expected to be close to 1,500 kilograms. The sea-level variant delivers roughly 330 tons of thrust, and the target thrust-to-weight ratio is about 220. For comparison, the Merlin 1D's legendary thrust-to-weight ratio is, around 180. That's not a small difference. Honestly, it's the kind of jump that changes what's physically possible for reusable rockets. Raptor 3 has already hit a chamber pressure of 350 bar, which is, honestly, the highest of any operational engine in history. And, you know, Raptor 4 is expected to exceed that. Higher chamber pressures translate directly into, well, more thrust, more efficient combustion, and, yeah, higher specific impulse. But they also push temperatures and stresses to, honestly, some pretty extreme levels. To survive that, SpaceX is deploying advanced alloys, rethinking internal cooling geometries, and optimizing the pipeless construction that was first introduced on Raptor 3. So, the pipeless design actually integrates the plumbing right into the engine structure itself, which means it gets rid of those heavy external tubes and, cuts down on failure points. Raptor 4 is expected to streamline things even further, maybe even replacing the current heavy bolted flange with a welded joint. It's a small change, but honestly, a pretty significant one that Musk has hinted at. This is peak SpaceX, shaving off weight, boosting reliability, and just simplifying complexity wherever possible. Some folks wonder, why does SpaceX even need this much power from an engine when, Starship is already absolutely gigantic? Because, bigger missions demand bigger capabilities, and Elon Musk's vision is honestly far from modest. SpaceX wants, bigger starships, more cargo to Mars, more passengers per ship, larger propellant depots, higher flight frequency, lower cost per launch, and, even mass production that's approaching aviation levels. Inside SpaceX, there's actually a friendly rivalry. The Raptor team keeps squeezing more performance out of the engine, while the Starship fuselage team, they keep adding another 10 tons of dry mass to push around. And the only way to keep that future feasible is by driving costs down relentlessly. That's why Musk once said the target long-term cost of a Raptor engine should fall below $250,000, an insane figure for a staged combustion methane engine. But given SpaceX's track record of achieving the impossible, it's not out of reach. For the vacuum-optimized variants of Raptor 3 and Raptor 4, Musk believes they can approach 380 seconds of specific impulse, thanks to nozzle expansion ratios even larger than those on early prototypes. If achieved, these engines would rival or even surpass the efficiency of iconic hydrogen engines without using cryogenic hydrogen. Honestly, that would be a massive step toward affordable deep space missions. It's not just a better engine. It's not just lighter or cheaper. And, it's not just higher pressure or higher efficiency. It's a foundational technology for a future where Starship launches are routine, affordable, and scaled to a global, solar system-spanning network. Raptor 1 proved the concept. Raptor 2 made it manufacturable. Raptor 3 made it extraordinary. And, well, Raptor 4 aims to make it revolutionary. SpaceX has already rewritten the rules of rocketry twice. With Raptor 4, they're preparing to do it again, at a scale the world has never seen.